Hello everybody, this is Storm. Welcome back to another video. And if you can see, this is the classic starting screen, somewhat tweaked a little bit, but you know what this is. That's right. It is time for week 1 of the SADL Legacy Division. We're coming at you today. We got a big match. If you notice the name on the right-hand side right over here, BoredAddict. That's right. It is a rematch with BoredAddict, coach of the Minnesota Glowkings. That's right. We played him in the regular season last year, but most importantly, we played him in the finals, and unfortunately, he handed me an L and managed to take home the SADL Season 1 Finals crown. So we're having a nice little rematch here, a finals rematch for week 1 of the SADL Legacy Division. We're doing Nat decks if you guys haven't been following along with the league. The Legacy Division will be doing Nat decks. That's why you see a Mega Scissor right here. And we're going to do, like how we always do, we're going to break down the team I bought and talk about why I bought the Pokemon I did. So, let's get started. As you can see, our Tier 1 this year was Iron Valiant. If you want to look at my full team, I do have it up in the draft doc. Um, but you can go watch my grading video that I did for all of the SADL teams in both divisions. It'll have my full draft breakdown there. Well, not full draft breakdown, but I don't have the mons I drafted, what tiers I drafted him. So my tier 1 this year was Iron Valiant. No more Dragapult. We went with Val. A very versatile Pokemon. I like what it can do. It's a great late game sweeper or cleaner. Can do a lot of very cool things. So we're bringing the Valiant this game. We're rocking the booster energy with a little bit of terrain just to make sure my Valiant is always fast. I always want to be fast when I'm on the field. That's my strategy with this Pokemon in this game. I need it to be faster than Mega Lopunny. It's always faster than Mega Lopunny in terrain since Lopunny can't run Scarf. Spectrier could be a problem. Spectrier is naturally faster than Valiant, so Scarf Spectrier will be faster than me. But my plan is just to be faster than all my opponent's Pokemon. I'm faster than everything else, like I said. The only thing I am not faster than is Scarf Spectrier. But this is going to be a good late game cleaner. Moonblast hits a lot of Pokemon on my opponent's team. Mega Lopunny, Salamence, Alolan Persian, and a lot of the other Pokemon don't want to take it as well. Thunderbolt's there for like a solid neutral spam. Being boosted by the electric terrain is really solid, but it also hits Empoleon very hard. Not as hard as a fighting type move would because it, of course, be boosted by stab and super effective. Whereas Thunderbolt, actually, you know what? I think. No, I think Thunderbolt actually is a little bit weaker in terrain because it's only a 1.2 or a 1.3 boost. Either way, it's going to hit Empoleon very hard. And then the last slot, we have Psychic, mainly for Galarian Weezing because it will be one of the bigger stone walls to this Pokemon. And then in our last slot, we have Calm Mind. Very simply, just in case I need to set up. I didn't feel like I needed a fourth move. Shadow Ball might be that move to hit Spectrier a little harder than Moonblast, but we're rocking the Calm Mind. If I can get a chance to get a Calm Mind on the Switch, I can easily clean up at any point in this game. So that's kind of the strategy with Valley. It's going to be a good revenge killer / cleaner. It's hard for my opponent to switch into. Next up, we have Mega Scissor rocking very, I'll say a basic set. This is actually one of my favorite sets to run on Scissor. Mega Scissor. I've ran it a few times. It is a bulky set with Bullet Punch U-turn, but it has Swords Dance. Basically, the point of this thing is that your Roost and U-turn, that's for you to be pivoted, right? It's for you to become a bulky Pokemon. You're pivoting out of matchups. You're using your Roost, and then late game, you're supposed to use the Swords Dance plus Bullet Punch combo to clean up matches. Obviously, Bullet Punch, you can revenge stuff. Going to be very important for picking off Spectrier if it is Scarfed in that late game scenario. Also does a decent chunk of damage to Galarian Weezing, although I'm not trying to stay in and fight a Galarian Weezing because it does have Will-O-Wisp and Fire moves overall. But mainly, this thing is just solid. Get a, late game, get a Swords Dance up, clean up if we need to as well, besides being also my big Mega Lopunny check and checking Salamence that doesn't have a fire move. Although I fear it might have one. We'll have to see how that will go. Then we have our Pincurchin bringing the terrain with the terrain extender, the electric surge coming out. It's a bit of we ran specially defensive this game, partially as a way to check both Spectrier and Galarian Weezing. Galarian Weezing is a big problem for my team. Not that I can't kill it. I do have ways to kill it, but that it is hard for my team to switch into, especially if they're locked into a move or just aren't set up in the right spot. Galarian Weezing hits a lot of my team super effectively. Between having Fairy and Poison Stab and having access to Will-O-Wisp and having access to a Fire move can be very annoying. Pincurchin, fortunately, is not weak to any of those moves and actually has recover, so I can actually switch it into Galarian Weezing somewhat reliably and be able to, heal myself up and take advantage of it. This is a mostly support set with spikes as well. That's going to be our main form of hazards. Really want to rack up that damage on the things that are my opponent's grounded Pokemon. Most of his team is grounded. If the Galarian Weezing is Levitate, obviously it won't be grounded. We're going to rack up that stuff. Does a lot of damage to Empoleon if it's not Boots, which is really solid. Rising Voltage, that's there mainly for the Empoleon. It's the hardest hitting move Pincurchin has. Originally, this was Scald to try to fish for burns on stuff, but I decided to go Rising Voltage, and the reason why is that I want Pincurchin to be able to hit stuff hard if it ever does switch in. And also, I wanted to, if it does come in on Galarian Weezing, I want to be able to hit hard as possible. Scald just wouldn't do enough damage. I want Rising Voltage. It's going to do a shit ton of damage. Terrain boosted plus stab. You know how that works. It's a very dangerous move. And then we have Memento in the last slot. This is just I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with Pincurchin. I want to recover because I want to single longevity. I want to keep my terrain as long as possible throughout the game. If I get a chance for it to check something and then recover it off, that's what I want. But I have the Memento late game if I need that momentum to get out to one of my cleaners. So like Leaves or Valiant, I could just Memento out into them, get that damage drop, or potentially Memento out into Chinchino or Mega Scissor to set up. I want that ability to be able to do that with this team. And that's the reason for the Memento there. Our fourth member is going to be our Chinchino, one of our Terra captains. And you see we're rocking the Terra Ground. Tail Slap knockoff Terra Blast with the Tidy Up. Very simple set. This is just meant to be a good late game cleaner and also as well a stopgap for Scarf Spectre. Last thing I want is Scarf Spectre to get out there and just Shadow Ball spam my team down. This way, if it is Scarf, we're able to, mitigate that by being immune to the Shadow Ball and kill it with a knockoff or force it out at least. That's kind of the main goal of this Pokemon. Can also give me a free setup because Spectre is not going to be able to hit this Pokemon exceptionally hard with anything. I think Psychic is like its hardest hitting move that is not Stab. So that's going to do a decent chunk to Chinchino, but it will allow us to kind of, mitigate that and that be less of a problem for us. The move's pretty self-explanatory. Terra Blast, Ground. Ground does pretty... I don't have a Ground type on my team, unfortunately, but Ground does really well into most of my opponent's Pokemon. Hits Galarian Weezing if it's not Levitate. Hits Raikou. Hits Empoleon. Solid damage all around. Doesn't have a lot of great switch-ins to that move. Also one thing I wanted to say, I just thought about this. My Mega Scissor is supposed to be faster than Max Speed Alolan Golem, so I cannot be trapped by it. It'd have to be Scarf for me to be trapped by it. I could expect that from my opponent, but we'll have to see. Next up is Altaria. Our bit of a special defensive Pokemon for us, rocking the Terra Fairy just so we can get a really solid defensive type. Helps bait in like something like Salamence if my opponent brings it. Can also bait out like a Fairy move from Galarian Weezing. And if it doesn't have Sludge Bomb, then we can deal with that a little easier. Just a simple support set. Will-O-Wisp to spread some burns. Really good for Mega Lopunny, Salamence, stuff like that. Just burning those Pokemon, making sure they're less of a threat. And then Moonblast, solid damage all around. Works well with the Terra Fairy. And then Roost and Defog. We need a Defogger just in case my opponent brings a lot of hazards. We don't have a hazard move on the team yet. And then Roost to stay healthy, obviously. Help us check Spectre. Help us check Raikou. That's another big thing this Pokemon is going to be checking. Raikou could easily come to take advantage of terrain. So being able to check those Pokemon is really nice. And last but not least, we have our Iron Leaves, rocking a Choice Band set. This is meant to just kind of be a late game cleaner, but also just a really hard hitter. My opponent does not want to switch into Iron Leaves very well. Psyblade hits a lot of my opponent's team extremely hard, especially Galarian Weezing. Leaf Blade as well does solid damage across the board. Close combat, mainly just to hit something like a Alolan Persian really hard if I have to. Can also hit Empoleon, I believe, the hardest of all the moves. And then we have this last little quick attack. This is some nice little tech I'm bringing mainly to revenge kill, something that might be fat. There are a lot of things that are faster than Iron Leaves outside of terrain. We do have the ability to buff our speed in terrain, but because of the spread we're using. But, something like a Salamence, Mega Lopunny, Salamence boosted, Mega Lopunny, Raikou, maybe an Acelgor. Those are all faster than Iron Leaves outside of terrain, so we want to be able to quick attack kill those. Unfortunately, no other priority, so we can't like hit Spectrier because Spectrier obviously is Ghost type, so it's immune to just quick attack. But this is the team that we're bringing this week. I feel pretty confident in it. I am a little nervous. I actually haven't been playing a lot of Pokemon lately at all. I kind of once last season ended, I kind of took a hiatus from like just anything to do with the league. I wasn't holding any meetings about the league. I wasn't uploading videos, as some of you guys may have seen if you're following the channel. And it was just kind of quiet. So I wasn't even playing any Pokemon because I kind of have quit playing like general competitive Pokemon. I don't ladder, I don't play OU, I don't play in tournaments. So like I quit doing that when I started draft last season. So pretty much since the beginning of draft last season until now, I haven't even played like any ladder match. All my competitive experience has been dumped into the draft league. So I'm actually really rusty. I played a few matches with not matches, but I did some mocks with some other coaches just to kind of warm myself up and obviously provide them with some experience. So I'm kind of rusty going into this, a little nervous. BoredAddict's a great player. I had a really close game to him the first time I played him, and then obviously he beat me in the finals. So I know he's good. I know he's going to be a worthwhile opponent. I'm looking forward to this. Hope I do well. Hope the team I brought doesn't fail me. And I will see you guys in the match. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. So we're in the match. Sorry, I was trying to say match and battle at the same time. Those were said in battle. So we're in the match, and I have pretty much four Pokemon. Um, we have to declare our Terra types. Something happened with Smogon Showdown, whatever, and they removed the Terra preview options like as soon as like literally I think maybe like we had like one or two games that were played, and then the rest of them they turned them off. So now we have to declare. I think there's a way to enable it. Let me see, battle options. No, there's a way to do it. I think it's like a command or something, but we just do it. We just declare them straight up. You have to kind of scroll up to see what they are. But anyway, so my opponent's team is here. He brought, four Pokemon I thought he was going to bring. Lopunny, Spectrier, Raikou, Weezing. The Acelgor is a little surprising. Something tells me this is going to be a hazard set. So we're going to get straight into it. Try to, try to see what's cooking. This is Terra Ground on Acelgor. I'm not really sure what that's for. We're going to lead, I think we're going to lead Scissor. I feel like Scissor is a strong lead into most of my opponent's team. Actually, yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to lead Chinchino if it's this, because I feel like it's going to set hazards. But I don't want to weaken Chinchino yet. I'm going to need it in the back. Um, Altaria might be a good start. Or do I start Pincurchin? No, I'm gonna start Scissor. It's gonna be risky. I expected the Selgor to lead. We're gonna come in here. We're just gonna Mega Evolve. We're gonna U-turn. Ooh, okay. I wonder if this is defensive. No helmet. Okay, that's interesting. No helmet. This thing obviously can't Terra. I kind of want to go on to Val, but I don't want to burn my backup booster yet. So I might go Alt. Yeah, no nicknames. I forgot my nicknames, by the way. I'm sorry, guys. I've been very busy this week. I had like draft grades to do at the beginning of the week. So like that took up like 3 or 4 days. And then just busy with work and stuff. I'm not sure what to do about this because I kind of want to go Val. And it could be Scarf. Actually, no, that's a throw. It could be Scarf. Well, wait, I'm faster than it. Whatever. We'll just get a free burn here. I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to Terra Fairy and then Will-O-Wisp. It's just a good overall turn. If he tries to set up, that's cool. He shouldn't set up because he knows it's Terra Fairy. But this is a free Will-O-Wisp, and I don't mind Terraing here. I know I won't be able to Terra on Cinchino, but it's not the end of the world because he doesn't have Empoleon. So I feel like this is the good Terra to make here. This does come out as expected. It is misty terrain. It doesn't matter because it was terrain anyways. That's just a shitty turn. We're gonna go Pincurchin though. Change up the terrain. We do see toxic spikes come out. That's unfortunate. But there's a free rising voltage, so cool. Oh, we see this come out. It is not volt absorb. Interesting because we see its pressure. Yeah. Um, cool. I think I just go alt. Don't I? I like the terrain to change my terrain. That's a cool strat. We see this thing. Looks like it hits pretty hard. I'm not sure. We're going to keep Pincurchin alive as much as possible. Taking that little bit of chip does suck. We do see this come out. Now, this thing does have access to a poison move. But it is Terra Ground. I think I'm going to go alt here. We see the Terra Ground Mud Shot. Okay, that's interesting. That sucks. I wonder if this thing has poison move. I'm interested to see if it has poison move. I feel like, okay, I don't think it does. I think I should have Terra Blast here, but there's a good chance it misses. So we will drop that. Defog here. Get rid of the terrain. No item. I kind of want to go back Pincurchin. He Dazzling Gleams. That's annoying. We're just going to recover. Good chance he goes back into the Raikou. Or he could also set... Oh, he Strange Teams again. Maybe fishing for a... And I'm going to Rising Voltage here. I feel like maybe spikes are more worth it. Huge damage there. That's great. I'm going to recover as well. He does Pain Split, but Pincurchin has like no HP, so it does nothing. I'm just Rising Voltage again. We'll be able to knock it out. That's cool. Pincurchin doing his job. So that's one check out of the way. That's in helps keep the got a little lucky there with the roll. We do see the Lopunny. This is a free scissor here, always. I do like the nickname No Laws. There's no laws against the Pokemon Batman. And we're just going to U-turn out. We see the mints come out, which is perfectly fine. We'll go alt here. And this is a really free Moonblast. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. The worst he can do... Okay, it is special, but we are... Oh, please don't confuse. Okay, cool. So, and we get the special attack drop. Boom. We're going to roost here. I don't want to keep these spikes on the field. I'm playing... Whew. Too many hacks involved. Way too many hacks involved there. So he can't change terrain on me. I'm just going to go ahead and defog, get these spikes off the field for good, just so I don't have to worry about them. I'm very nervous if you guys can't tell, because I'm talking a lot and I'm not talking about anything important. I'm yapping. Like I said, I'm nervous. I just haven't played in a while. I'm super rusty. I think I played like 2 games of Pokemon Showdown in the past week. Okay, this thing reveals that it is... Okay, we managed to heal ourselves up, or get rid of our confusion. That was a very hacksy turnout, by the way. Hurricane confusion on the first turn into Moonblast. Special attack drop into another Hurricane land, which is crazy. I think I'm just going to stay here and eat whatever this thing has. Because, yeah, we are especially defensive. So whatever chip we can get... Oh, this thing is AV. That Pokemon is AV as fuck. I'm throwing out a Will-O-Wisp. And that is AV as fuck, I think, right? AV question mark. Let's see what we can do. Got the burn on this. That's super important. I'm trying to weigh how important Altaria is. I think I roost. We see final gambit. Okay. That's interesting. Like I said, I don't know how much that impacts the game overall. I just want to go Pincurchin here, I think. I think I have to go Scissor here. We'll see if he does if he U-turns. Okay, he doesn't U-turn. So he's just letting me get a lot of free stuff on him, unfortunately. We see the close combat here, which is completely fine. This gives me a free Valiant. This is the freest Valiant of all time. Super free Valiant. That close combat did a lot of damage, but this is a super free Valiant. I just get to click Moonblast on something for free. I kind of want to try to set up, maybe. Yeah, I think setting up actually with a Calm Eye might have been better. Um, um, I haven't opened my calculator yet. That's my bad. You see, nervous as shit. I like the AV though. The AV is cool. I just have to keep this. I just have to keep my Valiant alive for me to win. I think. Wait, where's my calculator? My showdown calculator is always okay. Yeah, yeah, he did burn me a lot in finals. Let me pull up the calculator. I want to see what the roll on this thing is. See if that was a min roll. Because electric attack is definitely going to do a lot of damage to me. Um, Thunderbolt or thing. But if I can get the roll right and kill it, if it is a roll at all. Um, Let me see. Item assault vest. Hmm. So that was a low roll. So this would be a low roll into a high roll. I think I'm gonna go Pincurchin. He probably volt switches here. No, he thunderbolts. Okay, he got greedy with the thunderbolt. That's perfect. Uh this is a free rising voltage onto something. I should recover here. Oh, we see the shadow ball. Okay, cool. Well, okay, I get the free recover anyways. Shadow ball did next to nothing. Thunderbolt did more than shadow ball. Is he trying to get a drop? He might be trying to get a drop. Because waiting for terrain to go out isn't going to do him any favors. Just rising voltage again. Yep. There we go. So I wonder what his switching is going to be. This might be the Spectrier angle. Um, I can't let. I think I just let Scissor go here. Personally, he U turns. Okay, cool. Um, I just click Bullet Punch here. If it should do enough to break this thing's potential sash. Okay, that's free damage. He fakes out. I want to. You know what? I want to gamble here. I want to gamble. Okay, so I'm going to gamble here because it works out for me anyways. I'm going to gamble on the switch into Salamence. Yes, I got it right. I gambled on the Salamence switch and I got it right. Unfortunately, this thing probably has fire move because he has revealed himself to be special. So I think my play here is to always go Pincurchin because he probably doesn't have a booth that can hit me. Hey, Hurricanes. Pincurchin is doing so well this game. Little bugger. I'm just gonna voltage. He misses. I get confused, unfortunately. Uh, I'm just gonna voltage till he kills me. Okay, cool. So we go Val, and we click Moonblast a lot. So he got lucky there, but honestly, I don't hate it because I was planning to I was like, yeah, if I die here, it doesn't matter, basically. So we're gonna see what happens. Megalop comes out. It's gonna fake out. Yep, that's cool. Fake out and then die, and then we'll have to see how this turns out. This could be a very scary end game for me. Oh shit! Is he faster? He is, but this gives me Chinchino and a very free tail slap. We're gonna tail slap because that's the winning play. I don't think he can win from here. Yeah, we're just gonna tail slap. Not to risk like some shenanigans with not to risk shenanigans with like fake out cheese at the end. We're just gonna tail slap because he has to switch because he is fat. He is Scarf. He has revealed himself to be Scarf. We're just gonna click tail slap. Um, it's just the best way to avoid that cheese in the end game. So we just click tail slap. What is actually the PP on this? Hold on, 16. So he does have more PP. He can technically PP stall me if he wants to, but I'm just clicking tail slap here. It's going to get rid of the. Yep. Okay, and it lands. All right, that should be GG. Should in theory be GG. He need to like psychic crit me or something. Yep, GG. So, yep, we played that end game very nicely. We played safe. We played to our outs. We got rid of the wheezing earlier. That was really good for me because it took like Moonblast spam is so free to my opponent. I should have just went to that strategy earlier. Uh, Sorry, I'm drinking a soda, so it's making me burp. Um, but I'm out here just like should have like gone to the moon. Jesus. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm burping up a storm. I don't burp like this normally. I'm not like a gassy person. But I think the Moonblast spam earlier would have been like a little bit better, just because like he just didn't have good outs to it, especially with Psychic being on Valiant there. But yeah, Pincurchin came in clutch, stayed healthy, didn't get spikes up. Unfortunately, I was thinking about getting spikes up, but in the end, I don't think they really mattered anyways. We just did a shit ton of damage to him. So anyways, it turned out the it worked for us, right? We played to our advantages. I played a little gambly there. I expected him to go out and just mint, so that kept the scissor in the back pocket. The special mints was a cool set that definitely threw me off a lot. Because I did expect it to probably have fire move. So, anyways, and Leaves didn't even touch the field. Didn't need it to. Obviously, losing terrain earlier was a bit of a gamble as well, but it turns out it didn't matter because I had the best. I had my stopgap. My Chinchino stopgap was here, so it worked out. Either way, though, thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. We're going big this season. We're gonna try to come back and win this league. We're so close. BoredAddict stopped me last time. He had played a great finals match, and we're trying to get back there. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody else who joined my league, all my coaches. If you've watched this far, I appreciate you guys. I kind of say this a lot. Without you guys, this season, this league would not have happened. Without the guys who started last year and made it possible, it wouldn't have happened. Without everybody else joining this season, it wouldn't have happened. So I appreciate it, guys. And everybody else who's watching this video, but I hope y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all around for the next video. I'll be doing reviews, so I'm gonna try to get the reviews out the beginning of this week, the game reviews. Unfortunately, we have two matches that are delayed till tomorrow at least, and then like outside of that, I have to like actually watch the matches, record it, all that stuff. And then I'm going on a business trip, unfortunately, Tuesday through Friday. So that's going to put a lot of pressure on me to kind of deal with that. Um, so I'm going to try to handle all that as soon as possible. Try to get them out before the end of the week. Have to handle some other things, of course, with the league, but we'll try to get all that done. Try to handle it. So I appreciate everybody for sticking around to the end of the video. If you have, listen to me yap a little bit. I'm very nervous, but yeah, that's all. I will see you guys when I do my weekly reviews. Hopefully, I'll get that out before I play my next match. But until then, guys, see you all later. Be safe. Be good people. I appreciate you guys checking out my channel. That's all good. Till the next time.